let's segue into the drivers, because I think this is a very important part of it, and you just mentioned it. You know, when we look, again, this is a battery-operated electric vehicle, and obviously we know weight is going to make a difference. If I'm pushing 30 more pounds around the track for 90 minutes, that's huge, right? So everyone's looking for those small drivers, which is great. I mean, I do it with Team USA as well. But one of the things that we don't want to do, I mean, we check. Again, teachers, please review your technical standards, because when we start scrutineering, Craig and these guys are going to put your tallest driver in. And what they're going to be looking for, Craig, I believe, is 50 millimeters of clearance between the height of a straight plane here and the top of the helmet on the driver. And tell us a little bit about what's so important about that. Because, in fact, if there was ever a rollover, we would want that clearance to...
If the car ever rolls over, it's going to support itself in an upside down position on these 2 points, your front hoop here and your top hoop here. So as long as the driver, their helmet is underneath this plane, then their head is not going to be impacted by the ground.
Right, so we check that. And again, another one of those areas that we're not giving anything on. I mean, they have to make it.
They have to do that, and that also rolls back into our discussion about the seat belts, and the seat belts firmly supporting the driver and keeping their hips in the car.
Right.
That's the other aspect of this, because if the seat belt isn't tight, the car rolls, the driver comes out.
That's right.
And we do not want that to happen.
Do not want that. So we've got to do everything that we can to keep that from happening. Now, on the flip side of that, what I saw last year, and again, it was a practice exhibition. A lot of people was learning. We went to the other extreme. We had drivers that physically, when you looked at their eyes, their head, they could not see above this front roll hoop. They were having to look out each side of the car. Now that causes a safety issue as well. So we're going to be looking for, not, obviously the height of the driver here, but is the driver too small really to effectively drive the car safely?
Well, there's two aspects, Mike, to what you just said. If the driver is belted in properly, tightly, then they actually should not be able to look to the side. You don't want them to be outside the car.
Good point.
It's not a safety. It is a safety aspect that we don't want to have happen. So here they are sitting in. Again, if they can't see over the front of the car, they really can't see where they're going, and they have a problem, as we observed. So we get back to padding in the bottom to raise them up. You could even have padding against the seat back. Whatever it takes to raise them up so that they then can see over top, of the front body work.
Right. And again, it goes back to the safety aspect of it. We just want everyone to be as safe as they possibly can be. And if a driver is not in the car properly, or they can't see out of the car properly, then it creates hazards not only for them but other people.
Exactly.